Hello everyone. So I release an invention once a week. I open source it and give away the knowledge, and it's all inventions that I've created myself. What I'm trying to do is get publicity and attention for my energy device. I think it will be much more efficient than what we currently use. It is my number one invention in all of these back in my first week. But I think that it's made out of steel and copper and could be much more efficient than anything we currently use. And all we do is harness gravity. It's a gravity energy device, and it just harnesses gravity and the energy of weight falling, which there's constantly weight falling, whether it be water or semis going down hills or anything. But I think that we should open source energy inventions to try and help the world. And through that, I'm open sourcing all my inventions to just show that I don't care, and that we got to get past that mentality. And I have a whole slew of them, one for every week. So I have over 52 inventions. I have more even than that, really. But so this is the next one. This idea is for helping create freedom. I'm really into freedom and the idea of living without debt, where you don't owe property tax, where you don't owe any taxes of any kind, where you don't have to pay anything, where you're a free individual. And that's the hardest thing to achieve, is absolute freedom. And to take it one step further and be able to travel and freely see the world, now that's something that's a whole new level. So what I've aspired to do is create some kind of RV that runs on diesel, and it can run on used motor oil, or even I can grow corn or any kind of hemp, any kind of thing that produces oil, and get oil from it, because diesel engines can run on more than just diesel fuel. They can run on other stuff, but they got to be set up for it. Like the older 12 and 24 valve Cumming Dodge engines are good candidates. The BT, I guess, with the mechanical pump. It all has to be mechanical too, because I want to try and make it EMP proof. Anyways, I'm trying to set up a way where I can travel and see the world for free. Maybe even have a chicken coop and a greenhouse trailer behind me that I pull. That way I can feed myself. So the question becomes, well, how am I going to see the world for free and go places and be able to live? Well, if we all started a one-time property to where we share it, and let's say that I buy a piece of property and I create 3 RV lots on it. Well, I only have 1 RV lot that I need for me. So that creates an abundance of 2. And so from there, I just put my property into a RV community or whatever, and anybody else who buys into this and wants to share and you got to have come to the table with 3 RV spots, can buy into it, and then we can all share. And we just keep a log, a community log, to where we designate times. It's almost like a timeshare, but it's for life, and it's something that you own, a piece of property, and it can't go away. It's something that's yours forever. And if we do this in places where there's no property tax, we will be free to travel and go where we want and not have to pay anything ever. And if we set up our RVs and to where they're self-sufficient with solar panels and the ability to run off other means, and even if you do run off normal fuel and stuff, I mean, it's still going to be very minimalistic, and you can travel and see the world super cheap. So at that point, every person that signs up will create an abundance of 2 RV spots, so there'll always be extra. You'll never be shy on what you need, and we can just share and just go from place to place. Now, the beauty of this is that we can make the places more awesome and tend to make them self-sufficient and put orchards and community gardens there that we all tend and take care of while we're there, and just make it a community effort. And definitely plant fruit trees, and try and plant fruit trees on all these places. And then one final step we can do that's really super efficient and effective would be to take shipping containers and put them as main rooms for a community there. And you could just have a shipping container as like a main living room and a kitchen and a bathroom, and have it super simple, and make the rest of it like airport terminals, and just have spaces set up around it to where you can pull an RV in and hook up, where you can hook up your water, your sewer, your electric right next to the spot in the middle, and then you can go inside and hang out with people. But it's still like having your bedroom. So what you'll have is set up like a house, where the shipping container is the main room of the house, with the kitchen and the living room and a bathroom. And then everybody's bedrooms is their RVs. And you get to go to your RV, and that's your bedroom. Then you have an extra kitchen, an extra bathroom, an extra everything, you know? And you're set up. And if we put a washer and dryer maybe in these shipping containers as well, we would be completely set up to the fullest. And it would be as efficient and as economical as it could get. We could do this super cheap and be able to have somewhere awesome to live and stay, and just an awesome lifestyle and a way of life that we could create super easy. It wouldn't be that hard. Like I said, all we got to do is build RV spots and put 3 RV spots, and the numbers will always prevail to where you'll always have extra. And like I said, we just share and designate times and say where we want to be and go from there. And anybody can buy in at any time. And if there are dues, which we want to try to get away from, we really want to try and get away from, but we can split it up. There's so many different ways you could run this, and so many different levels. I mean, there's going to be people that could run it on high levels and just be investing in $250,000 properties on beaches and the most majestic property you've ever seen. Or there could just be people that want something that is kind of closer, but will invest super cheap and super efficient and just spend, $5,000-$10,000 on a piece of property, throw a couple RV spots on it, and ability for water and septic, and call it good, and there'll be 2 different spectrums, and we can separate that. We can keep it together. I mean, obviously keeping it together, the nice ones are going to want to go, so it would create a problem. But we can adapt and overcome anything, and we just work together to figure this out. But this is the start for what I feel is a very, very good idea, freedom and being able to see the world and live modestly, because right now we all just spend our whole lives working to pay for houses and interest and bullshit, and it's just never ending, and it's stress and drama. But at the end of it, if you think you could sell out right now and work efficiently and just spend even $10,000 on an RV, and then $10,000 to $20,000 on a piece of property, for $30,000 you could be free and set for life and be able to go see the world, and just work minimalistically where you go from there. So that is my solution on how to help create freedom in this world, and help travel and see the world freely, and work as a community, and just it would be a fun adventure. And if something for some reason happens, maybe have a fund where we can refund people to where if they're kicked out, they I guess either are refunded their land or they are refunded money, one of the two, whatever, however we want to work it. But it's infinite. It's infinite. You can figure out how to run it on so many levels. It's really easy. You just got to do it. So I appreciate everybody keeping up, and I appreciate everybody's quest for freedom, because that's all I'm after, is freedom and peace in this world. And I think this is a fun one where you can travel and see the world for free. So I appreciate everybody. Thank y'all.